Hey everyone, Natalie here, and welcome back to another energy read for the month. And today I'm going over September. This is a general reading, so it's just an overview and looking at what the potentials are, and really it's more of kind of like an assistance. So treat it like as kind of like a guide in a sense of what you might be experiencing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but how that could potentially manifest in the body and how to utilize that time or utilize that energy maybe to its best. So this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and you can leave the rest. But thanks for coming back, and make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So the month of September is going to be interesting to say the least, because there, at least with a lot of the readings that I've done, quite a few people are coming up with so much change at a rapid pace in their life. And if you recall, back in August, I had mentioned that you would be experiencing a little bit of a slowdown, a little bit of a pause, a little bit of like a gentle breathing space in order to kind of catch your breath. And, I want to thank the heavens for that, because that energy was very much welcomed, the slowdown. You will start to experience a pickup come September. However, in the beginning of September, you will notice a lingering energy from August into about, September 6th or 7th. And then come the 7th, that's when you're going to start to, I like to encourage you to develop your intuition. That's the key to all of this. For those of you who have received energetic readings or psychic readings, mediumship readings, we don't have the answers to everything. We get snippets and pieces. Ultimately, it is up to you to utilize your abilities, your free will choice, to navigate this reality. And so it's really important for you to understand that. So I want to encourage you all to develop your intuition. Develop that like dowsing rod that really is stored within you. So being that it's the summertime, you're going to hear my air conditioner go on right now because it is blazing hot where I'm at. 106 degrees with some humidity. So you're going to hear my AC on in the background, so please forgive the background noise. But regardless, I encourage you all to use your body as a dowsing rod. So that means to learn to feel. So many people, at least from my clients, are becoming numb to their own energetic abilities, their own energetic field, and how to utilize that force that lives within them. Okay, majority of the time we're numb to it. That's why I believe that everybody has a gift or an ability that is psychic or mediumship, stuff like that. I believe we all have that. We just have to exercise it just like a muscle. So I encourage people to learn to body douse. And so it's basically treating your body as a pendulum or a dowsing rod. You can look up stuff on the internet, Google it type of thing, and just kind of start coming up with your own experimentation, or experiment, I should say. But mid-September, the reason why I'm talking about that is because mid-September, that is a very important thing to start practicing, because you're going to start feeling this buildup of like that forward momentum push, kind of like like an ocean wave that's starting to build and pull back so it can come back forward. That's kind of the energy, in a sense, that at least I'm feeling, is that it's going to be moving us forward into the next big shifts, into the next big changes. So like come October, November, December type of thing, and more to come on that. So it's just really important for you to start learning your own navigation system. We all have our own. And that's why I encourage people to start learning themselves. It's so important for that. So in the beginning of September, really enjoy the slowdown. Really, if you're feeling uncomfortable about that time, or if you're feeling uncomfortable right now because things are kind of like at a standstill, or you're just feeling this like urge to want to keep pushing forward, take this time to really allow yourself to breathe. really allow yourself to rest. Because again, starting in mid-September, like coming into that second week, you're gonna start getting this feel of like, okay, like I gotta get going again. But the third week, that's when you're going to really start taking off again. That's when the doors start to open. So like you can think of it as the second week is like the window is starting to pop open. We're starting to get like a circulation moving, and then about the third week is when we get that door starting to really crack open of the energy starting to flow. So for some of you, you may be feeling like this sense of urgency, got to push, 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 push. But think about that as well, like physics in a sense, where if you keep pushing, and maybe I'm not a physicist, so I'm probably going to explain this terribly. You know, if you keep pushing on against something, yes, it might be pushing back, right? Or like, you know, like a door type of thing. But somebody's going to open that door and you're just going to come tumbling in. So that's why I'm saying that, you know, really start body dowsing and feeling when the energy starts shifting and moving, because you're really meant to navigate this reality on your own with your higher self's assistance. But we have guides here, right? Like other psychics, other mediums, other channelers that are here to assist you in that expansion within us. But you really are the one that's doing the work, okay? So I really want to applaud anybody who's like watching this, who has dove into doing the great work, the great inner work to really know thyself, because you're the only one that's doing this, right? So it's a really beautiful thing to kind of pat yourself on the back and say like, all right, like this sucks, but I'm doing it, right? And so when we get that feeling into September, about the second week, you're going to feel that urge to want to push, because like you're getting that feeling of things opening. Third week, boom. So then you're going to, like, some of us like that want to push ahead, like me, could trip up. And you know when you're running at full speed and you start actually like losing your balance, and some people like might go, you know, face plant. Some of you might experience that and you might crash hard. So if you're that person that's crashing hard, that's okay. You know, we all have to take a knee sometime and take a breath and just say like, gosh dang it, like it's okay. I can laugh at myself in a little bit, like let me just you know, lick my wounds, and you know, I'll get back up and move again. And then there's going to be other people that watch those people who are tripping and stumbling over themselves, and so those ones are more of the ones that are in tune with themselves a little bit more, because they know how to navigate this a little bit more gradually. Now we might experience this feeling of, again, so like there's that urgency. That's because we're all getting this wave of changes coming and we got to get on it, but we don't, because allow the opportunities to reveal themselves to you. Don't go seeking it, right? So like the hunter, in a sense, you know, watches the prey and almost kind of allows it to come closer for the perfect plan to like get it. That's what we're supposed to be doing right now. I kind of think of, you know, sometimes when I get into meditation, I witness myself sitting and then allowing whatever is supposed to come to me versus me trying to get at it. That's what we're supposed to do. So again, that comes back to the body dowsing. Sit with this energy, feel where your dowsing rod is pulling you towards, and then just watch it. You know, you can do that while going to a grocery store. You can do that when you're driving. You know, be very mindful and aware of what your body's doing, because it's picking up stuff before the brain does, okay? At least for a good majority of you. Then come the fourth week, and in that fourth week, it's gonna be a mixture of emotions, because it's almost as if we're gonna get people feeling like they're getting on top of things, like they're almost like joyful about being ahead of the game. And then there's gonna be others that are just kind of, so the ones that are ahead of the game, don't be surprised if you see or witness friends. I don't know why I'm doing this like you know, Pac-Man type of thing, whatever. But it's almost as if those that are ahead of the game with their intuitive feels and their wisdom and being able to navigate things a little bit, you might witness people that have experience or do experience that tumble where they face plant, be there to support them, because you were there not that long ago. And actually, many of the listeners or many of the viewers, I actually feel like you were there just about 3 months ago. You needed that support, right? But you didn't have it because you were ahead of the game. Okay? That's because you're one of the front runners. You are going to be there to support those because you're the ones getting the energy first. You're following it, and so about 3 months ago, you could have used yourself in the future, right? They need you now. So be there. Patience, because they're going to get there and then they're going to do it's like one of those relays where they just pass on the baton to the next person. That's what we're doing. Okay, October is going to be a whole different type of energy, but just be mindful and aware that we're all on this journey at different timelines. This big expansion into consciousness, into our own evolution of understanding our inner world, and it requires patience, because we want to take people with us. We want them to be there with us, but we're all designed differently. So I hope this resonates with you. And, it's going to be it's just an interesting time. And I keep saying that. So I wish you luck on this exploration into your own world. And stay tuned for more. Take care.